Coach Dan Long with Get Lean in 12. In today's short video, I'm going to go over why is it important to pick your fruits and know when to eat them to lose more belly fat. Now, inside this short video today, I'm going to talk about those things, but I first want to introduce myself. My name is Dan Long. I am here from Tampa, Florida, and I am a fitness professional that's been in the industry for over 20 years. I have been able to be blessed to coach some of the most elite and also moms, dads, kids, and everyone alike to lose the belly fat that they've always desired to be able to get that body that they desire. Now, that's going to be you today because that's why I'm here and that's why I'm able to do what I do today. And that's another part of my story that I just want to touch base on. You know, one of the catalysts for me to get into this industry was I used to be in a restaurant industry. And I went through a serious divorce. I know, I have the banana. I'm going to explain that here in a minute. I went through a serious divorce when I was younger, and my kids were 1 and 2 at the time, and obviously my kids were everything to me. And one of the things I had to come to is an understanding of where am I going to go to be able to help the people that I want to help, but at the same time be a father to my children when I was working in the restaurant industry. And at that time I was working 80+ hours a week, and it wasn't possible to be a single father taking care of my kids at that time. So what I did and how blessed I was to actually pursue my fitness career and get into fitness and nutrition full time. And ever since then, the rest is history. And I've had 20 years now plus to be able to get into the industry and actually figure some things out to share with you and give you some helpful information. And that's why I have this banana here today, because I want to talk about fruits. Now, before I get into that, I want to let you know, don't click this link that's up here just yet. That link is going to take you later on in this video to something I have specifically for you today. That's a 12-minute metabolic protocol that's actually going to help you achieve the body that you desire and actually give you a protocol that is specifically designed if you're over the age of 35. Now, one of the most beautiful things I want to share with you is my wife, Nicole. Yes, I remarried, and I am blessed to have my wife. We've been together for a long time now, and she brought something to my attention that I've never known that existed, which is called Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is something that kills a lot of people. As you know, or you might not know, Crohn's disease, there is no cure for Crohn's disease, okay? She suffers from Crohn's disease since she was 13 years old and has had numerous surgeries. And the one thing that we have found to help with that Crohn's disease and combat is alleviating the stress by this 12-minute metabolic system that I have for you later on, that after this short video, I'm going to want you to check out for yourself. But it has kept her Crohn's disease at remission for a long time, and it's just mind-blowing, and it blows doctors away that she's able to do that. Now, I'm 44 years old, and it helps me stay in shape, and that's something that I'm going to share with you in a minute. So I want to go over something with you, though. Fruits. Now, I know you probably love fruit as much as I love fruit, and my wife and kids. We eat a lot of fruit. Now, I know this is not a ripe banana, and it's not a ripe banana for a reason. I want to go over exactly why I have this banana today for you to be able to maximize the fat loss goals that everyone is desiring, okay? Now, with that being said, let's talk about fruits. Well, fruits, it may not be necessary to have the sugars, but it contains sugars, which turns into fat. And there's a lot of misunderstandings out there in the health and fitness industry that's giving you misleading information that possibly could steer people in the wrong direction. With that being said, that sugar content can turn into fat, and I want to talk about that. It all depends on when you eat the fruit. The process of ripening is everything when it comes to eating your fruit and fat loss. That's the most important thing that I want you to take out of this video today, okay? Is that when you eat this fruit, like at this point in this stage, like, see, I'm smiling, it's not my phone. No, this is a ripe fruit, okay? With this ripe fruit comes a lot of sugar. So the more ripe it is, the more sugars it has. The less ripe it is, the more it's geared towards fat loss. That's key. Bananas are loaded with vitamin B6. They contain a moderate amount of vitamin C, manganese, and also the most important thing is potassium. Potassium is huge. I have trained a lot of clients, especially professional athletes, and they've asked me, why is it that I keep getting cramps? You're getting cramps for two reasons. One, it could be dehydration. Most of the time it leads into which is potassium. Now, the beautiful thing is there's a lot of potassium inside a banana. And so you can simply consume a banana and you can get an amount of potassium that your body needs to alleviate cramps. So if you're cramping up out there, I highly recommend you add some bananas into your diet, and probably not so ripe unless you do it and you time it exactly like I'm going to explain to you. Now, during the ripening process, okay, there is a plant hormone that is released. It's called ethylene, which stimulates an enzyme, amylase, that breaks down the starchy component into sugar, which makes it taste sweeter. It's important to know that, okay? Why does it taste sweeter? Exactly that, because of the plant hormone. Now, simply put, the riper banana is, the more sugars it's going to contain. These sugars are mainly glucose, fructose, and sucrose. One more time. Glucose, fructose, and sucrose is inside the banana. Now, also, nectarines, grapes, maybe it's a grapefruit. You know, whatever your fruits are that you love. I love apples. I love some apples. I'm sure you do too. The same thing happens in the process of those, and that's how they make cider out of apples, right? So I know a lot of you probably drink cider. Cider is amazing. It's also one of mine. Now, green bananas are amazing for fat loss and digestive health because they contain 70 to 80% resistant starch, which is less sugar. So the riper the banana, the more sugar it contains. The less ripe the banana, the less sugar it contains. And guess what happens? More fat loss will happen. All right. Now, the conclusion to the banana dilemma is very simple. At this time, I want you to know, if you want to lose fat, unripe bananas are going to be the ideal banana to consume. Now, when I say unripe, by the way, you see the stem here? You can see how this is more ripe here, and it's a little brown on the stem. You'll notice that this stem will be green and more yellow when it's ripe. That's important that you pay attention to that, because that's what it's all about. These brown spots will also disappear, and they won't be on your banana because it's brand new. Now, you want to stick to unripe bananas if you want to lose more fat. Now, if your goal is to contain muscle, or you just like eating the spotted bananas just like I do, right? Go ahead and indulge in the extra sugar after exercise. That's the key, right? So the key is to indulge after exercise if it's more ripe, like you see here on this banana. Now, a bonus tip, if you like eating bananas like I do, okay, combining a ripe banana with some protein will help keep the insulin levels at bay and minimize fat storage of the sugar content. So consuming a ripe banana is going to be a lot more ideal for fat loss than it would be to eat more of a ripe banana like this. An unripe banana is more better for fat loss than it is to have a banana that's more ripe like this, okay? Now, exercisers, people who exercise like myself, I exercise 5 times a week. I hope you are too, at least 2 to 3 times a week. If you're at least 2 to 3 times a week, you're making a difference, okay? Exercisers, feel free to throw in a banana, right, with maybe your protein shake. And it helps the body's hormones and prevents the good old metabolism from slowing down. That's the most important thing, is to remember timing when it comes to your banana and when to eat it as far as the ripening process. Now, the most important aspect that you've learned so far is the timing of the banana and the ripeness of the banana and or any other fruit. Okay, so post-workout or after exercise is ideal to maximize those sugars. It only works though, okay, it will only work if within a specific post-workout window, right, after you exercise. That's the most important thing, is performing some short bursting type body movements would be very ideal. Now, it could be 12 minutes, it could be 8 minutes. I don't know about you, but in the end, whenever I exercise, I've never walked out of an exercise session and ever said, I wish I would have never done that, okay? Those exercise sessions, not only do they help your mind, body, and spirit, they help burn fat, which makes you feel great. And when you look in the mirror, in the end, I know when I look in the mirror and I see myself in great shape, then it motivates me more to want to do more, and then it makes me want to exercise more. So the good news is that I have a simple but effective 12-minute metabolic system I want to introduce you to. It's going to take you to a system that you can take these fruits and you can combine it and turn them into a fat burning friend. That's the key, especially for men and women that are over the age of 40. Now, if you're 35, you're starting to press, but if you're 40 or above, like myself, 44, my wife's over 40, you're going to start seeing that these things will actually affect you even more, because the metabolism is at where hormones are at the most compromised, because your body is starting to age. Now, it uses the glucose in fruity carbs, right, such as bananas, to significantly boost the metabolism, burn more stubborn fat along after 12 minutes just of moving differently than most people at 25. You move differently, and guess what happens? The body that you desire starts to form. That's the key. The 12-minute metabolic protocol is also specifically designed for the hormonal condition for people in the ages of 40, 50, and 60. So if you like fruit, maybe you don't like to exercise, but you're willing, and maybe you do exercise and you want more out of your exercise, this 12-minute metabolic protocol can actually help do exactly that. Now, this system includes some age-specific components that I know that you might be interested in. First one is called metabolic zone training, and it's a system specifically designed with this 12-minute metabolic protocol that is to optimize hormones for people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, okay? You're also going to get a success tracker. For those of you that don't have a lot of time, you know, this thing has almost 100 pages in it. It has very fast success tracking capability where you go in, you print it out, and you get started right away, and then you start getting towards your goals and start crushing those goals, and it happens a lot faster without having, it happens a lot faster if you did not have the success tracker. The success tracker will actually help you gain that success as fast as possible. Now, it also has something else that's amazing. It's a component called Lean 19. Lean 19 is 19 powerful diet habits that are designed for people over 40. Now, those diet habits are loaded with nutrition tips, just like the banana tips that I gave you right here in this video. Now, we also give a 90-day money-back guarantee. 90 days. 90 days you have. You don't like your results or you get no results, guess what? 90 days you get 100% all your money back, no questions asked, guaranteed. All you have to do is send us an email and let us know, and we will refund all of that 100%. And that's how sure we are about this program that has been proven to help thousands of people across the globe. Now, remember, you have no risk. Zero risk at all. We would love for you to be a part of this, but I want to mention one more thing that's the most important. For every single one of these systems that we sell, we give $1 to this amazing cause called Living Water that helps install water wells in third world countries for children and families and villages to help them gain the water that they need and prevent a lot of these villages from suffering from things that it's mind-blowing if you go out and see what's happening in the world. You know, our company has been blessed to install 4 of these water wells now, thanks to the purchasing of this program that we've put out there and people getting the results that they have. It's helped so many people out there in third world countries be able to get the drinking water that we take for granted. And so we donate $1 for every one of these into that living water. It's the most amazing thing that hits home. And for every single one of these wells that goes in, I have to tell you, it's the best thing that we've done ever as here in Get Lean in 12. Now, we've been blessed to do this, but we can only do it with the help of others like yourself. So I hope that some of this information helped you. And do me a favor, put some comments down below inside the comments, right? Tell me who you are, where you're from. If you want to hit a like, a heart. If you want to hit a share, that's even better. And I want to thank you from around the world for being here with me today on this beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to stop in this feed. Please do me a favor, put your comments down below. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer those. Just put them down in the comments below. Have your banana and have your fat loss too. Thanks so much for watching, and keep going strong.